Hello ladies and gentlemen, Boraki here, and welcome to I guess it's like like a look at again mod spotlight for SE's World Gen plugin version 2. As you can see here on the workshop page, I have been getting a few comments on that video and saying that I should probably do it again. And I've gotten better at doing videos, so I will do it again. So, to actually get this plugin working correctly, you have to go over to here. So you go onto the workshop page for SEWorldGenPlugin B2. Just type that in right there, and I'll have a link down at the bottom for both pages, this one and that one. So what you're gonna need is the plugin loader, which is actually really neat. It allows easy installation and loading of client plugins from multiple different kinds of sources. It's an unrestricted mod that can do anything it wants. You can put it on servers, but that's besides the point. To get this mod working, you have to have this installed, and then you copy this, and I'll put that in the description down below. So copy that, go over to Space Engineers, go to Properties, and in your general settings, down in Launch Options, paste that in right there. Paste that in, close it, and you're good to go with that. And you're also going to need to subscribe to that so you can actually use it. So let's go back here, go to Space Engineers, load it up. It'll be a few moments. It also might crash the first time you do it, so just click play again. So, alright, now we're in your main menu for Space Engineers. Go down, right below character is plugins. Click it, and you have a long list of plugins that you can do. The one that you're looking for is the mod SEWorldGenPlugin V2. There's also a couple of cooler ones like Space Just Got Real, or the HUD Compass one. Requires text HUD API. That one's pretty cool. So click on the World Gen plugin, hit apply. I should probably, so hit apply. A restart is required to apply changes, restart the game, relaunch it, and then you'll be good to go. And then what you do is go to new game. You can also do it via do a old world and do it that way, but go to custom game, whatever you feel like, whatever custom game you feel like. Also works on workshop ones, but that's besides the point. It also works on those. So my advice, just go with the empty world, that way it doesn't mess with anything like these. You click on the enable the plugin button, and you can go into your settings, and you got all of these options here. Generator mode is the generation method for planets and moons to use with this world. You can do unique, fully random, mandatory, blah blah blah. You also find that in here. You can add whatever you want on here for moons, gas giants, suns, mandatory planets and moons, the works. So you can also do that. Name the upper letter, Greek number, stuff like that. Moons, the same thing. Belts, same thing. So, new game, custom game. Empty world, or whatever custom game you want to do. Plugin settings, fully random. You can do Asteroid generator mode. You can do the plugin for the world. The plugin. You can do combined, vanilla. I like combined. You can also use vanilla planets. You can do the planet count. So you got the minimum. You can probably do 1. Maximum, you go all the way up to about 50. Just don't do too many. It all depends on how beefy your computer is. I would go with maybe 8 so that your computer doesn't have an aneurysm. Asteroid counts, same thing. Don't have too many. Don't go crazy. Orbital distances. The range for orbit distances between the system objects, and this is in kilometers. That is 100,000 kilometers. That's quite a lot. Go with a minimum of like 6,000. You can go all the way up to a lot. I wouldn't go way too high because those are really large numbers. So minimum distance, I'm going to put it at the bare minimum. And like 11,000 just to show this off. 13,000 is fine. System plane deviation. The angles of orbits. Planets can deviate from the system plane. You can go crazy. Asteroid density 1 is the densest. Do that one. World size infinite. It's fine. Planet size cap. You can have quite large planets. So like 2,400,000 or yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2,400,000 meters large or 1 meter large planets. I would stick with something like that. Alright, then planet size multiplier 1g equals to 120 kilometers. Gravity is fixed for each planet. Only diameter will be affected. A gas giant will double the size. Leave it at planet size deviation. Percentage of the planet's diameter can deviate from the calculated planet size. So whatever you feel like. Moon probability, planet ring probability, kind of like Saturn or Uranus, Neptune. I don't know. One of those planets. Planet moon count, you can have a minimum of 1, maximum of 50. I wouldn't go too much. So the planet GPS, it adds a GPS marker for each planet there is. You can do persistent, persistent hidden, non, discovery. For this one, I'll just do discovery. Discovery means a player needs to be within 50 kilometers, 50k kilometers to see the dynamic GPS. Same with the moon and asteroid GPS. Hit OK. Do whatever. Test Gen World. Advanced settings. Whatever you feel like on your advanced settings. I like to keep the spectator on because this is creative. Yeah. Also turn off block limits because I don't like block limits. I don't like to be limited. I want to create. Start. And for the first time, it actually might take a while. Varying load times are between like 30 seconds to a couple of minutes, so be patient. And there you go. That's it. There's the UI. There are the planets. You got planet Delta, planet B Beta, C Gamma, Alpha. So I'll just go through the list. Go to cycle objects. I want planets. So you got your moons. Moon. Planet A Alpha, which is an alien planet. Another moon. Another alien planet. C Gamma. Moon. B Beta Mars. 3 Europa. Moon. Delta Pertam. Another moon. Alien planet. Moon. Alpha alien. Gamma alien. Yeah. That was actually surprising. I didn't get a Earth-like planet on this one. Did get a Pertam. I like Pertam. Alright. Pertam is a lot like Mars, but with actual atmosphere. And then it's got its own moon, which is... Oh, it's got 2 moons, actually. Yep. Then you can go through here. Let's see if this actually has, like, asteroids. Yep. Asteroid belt here. Small asteroid belt. So in your world, you might actually find little asteroid belts. It will pop up like the planets do. Now let's go off in another random direction, say right here. Yep. Some of these planets would have rings, some of them don't. All depends on your settings. If you wanted gas giants, you'd have to go back to the main menu and go to that settings menu to actually put some gas giants in. You can also do different colored suns, I think. You can test that out if you want. So I'm not going to save it. Add a gas giant. You can actually put gas giants in here. Workshop. Taking a little bit to load. Skybox, planet, black hole, P34 or P3549, Pertam Reborn. Here's one for the world gen that we're doing. This planet uses 8K texture maps and does have bugs. If your PC is unable to handle large loads, please do not attempt. Okay. Water mod, planet overvent with a gas giant with enormous rings, gas giant with interior, water. Real orbits. Let's go with that one. And that one. What was it that we just did? Overvent Caligo. Let's do Caligo. Suns. Alpha Centauri. I think I spelled that wrong, but whatever. Asteroid planets and moons. Blacklisted stuff. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so I delete that. Silly cat. I'm gonna do that one. Persistent hidden. Extend the orbital distances just a hair. Really? See kit. Alright, GPS, belt, cluster, planet. There we go. Oh, they got a ring on there. Planet C Gamma ring. Let's go with that one. It'll be a lot faster if I did this. Go with planets. Planet Delta, Beta, C, Gamma, Alpha, Epsilon. Is it C, there's a ring right there. So actually, let's go a little bit closer. Ooh, hello. There we go. And there's the ring. And I know it only looks square right now, but it'll infinitely get bigger the further you go. Because it's only part of your viewpoint. Or your view distance, render distance. Oh, what else to look at? Gamma ring, delta. Belt alpha 1. Alright, now we're in the view distance. Get just a little bit closer. Take a moment to load. There is your asteroid belt. Quite a lot of asteroids there. Let's also look at the one of the clusters. Cluster 1. That's not too far. That's actually quite far. Actually, let's try to find one that's a lot closer. Not much closer. Turn on 3, 4, and 5. Cluster 3. Ooh, cluster 4, cluster 5. Let's try to do cluster 2 then. Okay. Out, out, off, off, cluster 2. Alright, and I will see you guys when we're there. Okay, we're back. And let's get to about there. It'll take a moment for everything to load in. So this is why you don't You shouldn't go too crazy with your settings. And if you're going to do wild and crazy, very large orbital distances, I would suggest using the one of the speed mods. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. Cluster 2. Oh. There, now it's finished loading. There's your cluster. It gets quite laggy while everything is loading in. Yeah, so don't go too crazy with those. And if you're going to do very large orbital distances, beware that you might actually have to use a speed mod. And beware of making very large planets, because the gravity is going to be pretty intense and it will take forever to get places. So, be forewarned. Well, that, I think, is it. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope the audio on this one is better than the last one. And I will see you guys in the next one. Ciao.